This is the C Word Podcast. Everything talked about in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not financial advice. You should always seek professional financial advice. Now, onto the podcast.
So you lost your job recently?
Yeah.
Oh, going in hard.
It's yeah.
I don't know. Is
And
that,
how did that make you
Subtle at all.
Yeah. It's awful. I'm in the trenches.
I'll do the short version. TradFi. Crypto.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, crypto for me started when I had a job, but for me,
Not gonna make it.
but for me, it was more. Crypto was the only thing that I could trade without getting compliance's approval, and it's the
really?
case.
I thought it would be okay.
So crypto is an interesting one because it's like in our contracts at the time, it's similar to FX as long as it's quote unquote for personal use, it's allowed. But the issue is you can't quantify personal use. So
Okay.
can you? So I took it upon myself to start trading Trump coin. That's the one that I made $25 on. And then I just thought, in terms of the comparison between TradFi and DeFi, there is more volatility for trading, because I think a lot of people don't understand the difference between trading and investing. Well, one, investing is more long-term and trading is more short-term. Personally, I think trading falls within a 5-day to 60-day period. Anything longer falls into investing. And I think in terms of volatility, crypto offers a lot more volatility for you to trade. And as a trader, volatility does equal opportunity. So simple as. So naturally, I went balls deep, started trading perps. Why? Because I didn't have the money to buy a whole Bitcoin or anything. So I used leverage and I deposited £100. I'm not gonna. Can we shout out the broker?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll
So
decide later.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got a referral code?
No, I've got a referral code. Do you want it? So I deposited £100 into Mexc.
Yep.
Because they didn't.
That's legit.
I didn't have to do
Compliance,
KYC,
compliance is
yeah,
fine
yeah.
with that.
I didn't have to do KYC or anything
Yeah.
until I had to withdraw my funds.
Right.
Yeah.
Classic.
What's the point in that?
Yeah.
Anywho, so I put £100 and in dollars it deposited, I think, 124 USDT. I was actually quite pissed off because the FX rate at the time was like 134. So I was just like, cool, they've just taken $10. I was expecting at least on 134. Long story short, I was focusing on cryptos too short, but I was purely gambling on 100% of my account,
Yeah.
10 times leverage, every single position. Got the account to $900.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in literally
Balling.
4 days. Showed this
That's-
man over here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can confirm.
Yeah,
Can confirm.
show you
Transaction
after this.
confirmed.
Yeah.
yeah, it was super high risk,
Okay.
high leverage stuff. Truthfully,
But you know about that space. Do you know what I mean? Like I would say you're used to that space given your background.
yeah, but I wouldn't allocate 100% of your portfolio to one position and then have it leveraged and still. Yeah. Ideally, I probably should have made more, but yeah. That's a conversation for a different day. And what I realized is it's a lot easier to find, cryptos to short than there is to, find a needle in a haystack. So, yeah, officially, I'm a permabear. I think loads of crypto projects are a pile of shit. That's just my personal opinion. And I think it's easier for you to find cryptos to short than not.
Yeah.
But
This is not financial advice.
correct, it's not financial advice. But also the next day, as soon as I withdrew, I blew that account. So what I did was I deposited another £100.
Yeah.
That account is up 400% at the moment, so $500. But the issue I'm having at the moment is I had to change my trading metrics, and now I don't ever use more than 5 times leverage. I'm still looking at projects to short, and it's not on a short-term time frame. So everything is, I'm holding everything for at least longer than a week.
This is fascinating.
Yeah,
that you're so am I right in understanding, like in a simple term, that basically you're making money purely off shorting
Projects.
projects? Like in a weird way, it shows how much confidence people have in the space to short something and actually be making money off that. Generally shows a trend at which tokens appreciate.
Yeah, but I think also people are shit at profit taking as well.
Yeah.
They see something moving 100% and think it's going to move another 100%.
Yeah. But you're right, though. You're right. I mean, that's yeah. Like we've had a lot of that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
You know.
I've been one of those people. I still am. Have altcoins
Yeah.
that I still think will do unreal. But I think it's more I think crypto as a whole is definitely sentiment based, but it's also you're like exploiting human opium more than anything else.
But like you were saying, if you're doing it on like it's going to go down in the next week, it's not the same as it's going to go up in the next year. Like both of those things can be true, right?
110%. And I think this is where people need to understand the difference between trading and investing. And I think portfolio management is so key. I would want to do this on a larger scale, 110%. And I would want to monetize that service as well, but that's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah, I'll pay you to take my wallet.
Huh?
I'll pay you to take my wallet.
You're funny. But I think crypto, in terms of trading, it's where it's at because of the volatility.
Yeah.
Yeah, traders need volatility to survive.
I mean, I said to you, like, recently that the markets past 2 days have not been volatile, right? And it made me nervous.
Yeah, but that's
like the opposite effect of
Yeah,
what
yeah.
normal people would,
Yeah.
you know. I'm
think-
like, why?
Yeah.
Why is it not like what's wrong?
One
What's
be-
gone wrong?
Yeah, I think one, because anyone that's involved in crypto is used to volatility, but two, portfolio managers, there's a difference. They don't want volatility. Why? Because they're managing a portfolio of equities or funds or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't want portfolios. But a trader, that trader wants volatility.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting one.
Fascinating. And the you know, when I imagine like TradFi, it's very like business focused, right? You know, like these shares belong to this company. This company's very professional, blah blah blah. Does all this, and that's what drives amongst many things drives the value of it. And then you come to crypto,
And it's
and it's
got
like
a dog on it.
memes,
Yeah.
gifs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like all this sort of like wild shit feelings, like emotional damage left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that's driving the value of the token, right? It's like almost like a complete change in scenery.
Yeah.
Entirely. And I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel? How does that make you feel? Like what?
trading?
Visually,
Almost like it's like, okay, I kind of know what you're saying. So it's, the financial institutions have to be extremely professional to make money, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got an image of a dog, and it's like it's skyrocketing, and it's such a piss take.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not professional at all, but it's still making money.
yeah.
But a lot
Well,
of
how
the-
do I feel about that?
Yeah, kind
the
of. How does
sentiments are
how
the
does
same
a
though,
profession?
right?
Sorry.
Like it's still mostly people just going on gut feelings and like
Yeah.
their emotions and
Yeah.
things
But how does
happening,
like the traditional markets feel that like it's there are certain things that are doing so
I-
well which are
yeah,
purely
yeah,
a piss
yeah.
take.
Obviously, now we've highlighted that I lost my job, so I can say ex-colleagues feel awful about it
Yeah.
because they're kids that are making more money than them from their bedroom, right?
Yeah.
And you've been in a space where you have to get regulated, you have to do exams, give advice, and you're still earning decent money. But let's say you're earning 6 figures a year, so low 6 figures, and then your kid's making 7 million 1 year. You get to like
Yeah.
It
Like
takes the
how
piss.
does that make you feel?
yeah,
You
but
know, and
yeah, for me, I couldn't care less.
yeah.
But old boys hate it.
Yeah.
Especially in the city. So like, I'm not going to name names, but one of the firms that I work with or works for, head of equity was like, yeah, we can't advise crypto against it, blah, blah, blah. Cool. You had to have your portfolios at work. So me being me, I'm going to look at your portfolio. Why is there a Bitcoin ETF in your portfolio? Like he's saying one thing and then doing another.
Yeah.
So clearly they're bitter because they're not earning the same, but they still have exposure. So
Yeah.
ultimately it's
Interesting.
meaningless.
Yeah. Fascinating. And like there's a possible future where like that's happening now where anyone can develop their own cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
This
is not financial advice.
like the effect of like the future, having a future where basically everyone's got their own currency.
Yeah.
Like, is this even something that would be manageable, feasible? Let's say we fast forward to a future where like all this has been legalized somehow, and it's not been legalized, but it's like now the infrastructure is in place for you to spend Matcoin
I love the idea of everyone having their own coin and it going up and down based on like
it's
your
mad,
success or something.
right? Do you know?
I'm so hot right now.
It's like an episode of Black Mirror or something.
Yeah, no.
I still haven't watched it.
You need
You're
to.
in for a treat, mate. That's all I'm going to say. They're doing what everyone else is thinking. So
Nice.
Do you see that being even a possibility?
Truthfully, no, because I can't comprehend it. But I like working in financial services. My outlook in life is quite glass half empty.
No,
Big time.
that's
it's
sad
quite-
to hear in a way.
Yeah.
Oh,
is that-
really gonna go there?
No,
Okay, yeah,
is
but
that for
it's-
safety reasons?
No,
like,
it's
you know
just,
what I mean? Like,
it's just from experience, right?
Yeah.
You operate in a world where money's above everything. Right.
Yeah.
When, like, I remember my first experience on a trading floor in 2017, just did my exam. So I just started trading and clients calling me asking, there was a terror attack in Europe at the time. I won't say what country because then you can narrow it down. And the first conversation was, I want to sell my EasyJet shares.
Right.
They don't care about anything. And a lot of individuals, as long as the outcome is income, they don't care. And I think that then made me think, well, world's a bit shit, mate. And naturally that's formed my views over the years. But going back to what you said, I don't think it will happen. One, it'll be difficult to tax for governments. Two, it'll be difficult to regulate. And three, I just don't see it happening.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
fair.
simple as.
I mean, I don't either, but it was just an interesting question about like a mad Black Mirror-esque world where everyone had their own currency.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments whose currency you would buy the most of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, Keo.
Yeah.
Mr. X coin.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Hashtag
People,
MRX.
people just
MRX, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
You know, so not financial advice.
I'll buy Keo coin. I always back with things with a solid developing team.
No, yeah, true. And the one-man band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was deep.
No, but it's
Thanks.
true.
Yeah, no,
Like,
but thanks.
It's shit.
Thanks
Like,
for insight.
any
because-
world event, people just want to make money.
Yeah.
And it's so, like, trust me, it's so sad.
Well, they always
Like-
say there's winners and losers for every bad thing that happens. Like people are going to win,
Yeah.
which is like a horrible realization, but it is true. And then there's going to be losers, like
Yeah.
which is wild.
And I think people always think it's corporations. And I know we have the conversation all the time, but even just people with that have a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
it's genuinely, it's not great.
yeah,
But you get to know people, how they made their money, I don't think there's any, like, you learn more about people from their bank statement than you do from, like, sitting with them.
yeah.
100%.
No, it's a good
Like,
point.
when you go through that,
Yeah. Probably learn a lot about people from their crypto wallets as well. Actually,
probably,
Just for thinking
shout
about
out all
it.
the gamblers, trading
yeah,
clubs.
yeah. You know, that's why I have several wallets.
To be fair, DGen is where it's at. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Not financial advice, obviously.
This is not financial advice.
I wish you could hit that button loads of times
Yeah.
and it goes like,
Yeah.
You know, I tried to do that as well and it didn't have that effect. I might have to change the whole app so it does that. Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, I love that.
I've
Yeah,
not heard that one before.
I know.
Yeah.
Good one.
Should we move on to our bad jokes?
Yeah.
Because of timing as well.
Yeah.
And also just to lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh.
So, bad joke. These are a little bit longer. They're almost like a little paragraph.
Yeah.
But what I did was I sort of
Slow
like...
burner.
Yeah, it's a slow... I put these into AI.
You know
and
we
I sort
bet
of-
if these were longer.
I said make some jokes about basically what we're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to resonate with you at all.
Cool.
But here we go. Here's bad joke 1 of 2. Get yourselves ready, guys. Ready? A Wall Street broker finally tried DeFi and called his old colleague. You won't believe it. I just became my own bank, my own clearinghouse, and my own bankruptcy attorney all in the same afternoon.
Yeah, fair. And your own custodian,
I don't get it.
because you can do it all, mate.
And go bankrupt at the end of it. Joke number 2. We'll just move on swiftly. A Wall Street broker switched to DeFi and he said, I used to need 6 months of compliance approvals to lose money. Now I just need to click approve twice. Like, approve
Oh, I like that
twice.
one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah.
So,
You're definitely going to use that.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
tumbleweed.
Yeah, good times.
So I think there's a massive gap in the market for an AI tool that is actually funny.
I
Because
think
clearly, if you've gone around the houses and they're just producing things like that, there's definitely a gap there.
So you know what's
To put it
really
politely.
the interesting thing is if you give LLMs a joke and ask why it's funny, they can fully break down like why a joke is funny.
yeah,
Really?
it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, they'll be
Like,
able
they
to take away
understand
the
humor, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't.
yeah, they can take apart the words, the structure, because at the end of the day, that's how they work. That's how they
Yeah.
understand us, right? So, but they can't make a joke good.
But that, yeah, I mean, in a simplified version, they tend to create words in a string and not as an overall concept.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
it's very hard to get a punchline right on that basis.
Wow.
If you just ripple it like each word is following the last word rather than... Because jokes really start at the end. Like the last word is the funny word and then you go backwards, but they'll build all their jokes forwards. I think that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah. Wow, fascinating. Well, do you know what? We do need to make an AI crypto joke machine.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Sell it. I think we're done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.